Hi there everyone, and welcome to another brilliant and a very beautiful chess game by Mr. Paul Morphy. And this game was played in Paris in 1858. And Paul Morphy is playing with the white pieces, and his opponent is a player named Bornemann with 2N. So Paul Morphy, who is playing with the white pieces, starts the game with playing e4, e5, f4, the king's gambit, bishop to c5, declined, knight to f3, d6, c3, bishop to g4, pinning the knight, bishop to c4, knight to f6, f takes on e5, bishop takes knight, queen takes bishop, d takes on e5, d3, knight to c6, bishop to g5, pinning the knight, a6, knight to d2, bishop to e7, unpinning the knight. And Paul Morphy castled in the queen side, queen to d7, knight to f1, and also Bornemann castled in the queen side. And there is a saying in chess, if both players castles in the queen side, that game is going to be a very exciting chess game. So after black castles in the queen side, Paul Morphy played knight to e3, h6 attacking the bishop, bishop to h4, g5 attacking the bishop again, bishop to g3, rook from d to f8, knight to d5, attacking on f6, black played knight to e8, and Paul Morphy played d4, e takes on d4, c takes on d4, the pressure is on c7, but of course the knight is defending on c7, bishop to d8, and also black is adding more protection on c7. Paul Morphy played rook from h to f1, knight to d6, bishop to b3, saving the bishop, and knight to b5 by black. Bornemann is attacking on d4 with the two knights, and Paul Morphy is defending with the queen, queen to e3. And in this position, black played a bad move. And can you guess a bad move in this position? Well, actually, it looks like black is doing a fine job. But Bornemann played f5. And it looks like this move is a normal move. Also, black is threatening to play f4, forking the queen and the bishop. Well, it looks like f5 is not a bad move at all. But Paul Morphy played e takes on f5, rook takes on f5, and what now? Can you guess the next move of Paul Morphy? As a very accurate chess player, Paul Morphy, as always, played the most accurate move in this position. That's why Paul Morphy was a very dangerous chess player. He was like the human version of the chess computer engines. So he was choosing the most accurate and the most deadly moves for his opponents. Well, if you can guess the move, I will show you the move of Paul Morphy. Paul Morphy played knight to b6, that's check, forking the king and the queen. And what else? Black captured the knight, c takes on b6. And then Paul Morphy played bishop to e6, pinning the queen. And now you see why f5 was a bad move. If there was the f-pawn on f7, this move would be not possible. But now we have bishop to e6, and that's why Paul Morphy sacrificed the knight. So this is pinning the queen and winning the queen, and the game, of course. We have rook to d5, rook to f7. Paul Morphy is not rushing for capturing the queen. Knight to e7, king to b1. Another calm move by Paul Morphy, and Paul Morphy is saying that your queen is not going anywhere. Sooner or later, I'm going to capture your queen. Rook to e8, rook to c1, knight to c7. And then Paul Morphy captured the queen. Bishop takes on d7, check. Rook takes on d7. Paul Morphy played d5, Knight to c6. That's a discover attack to the queen with the rook. But Paul Morphy captured the knight. D takes on c6. Rook takes queen. C takes on d7. That's check. King to b8. And then Paul Morphy captured on c7 with the rook, sacrificing the exchange. And black resigned. So this is the last position of this marvelous chess game by Paul Morphy. A very flawless chess game. Well, if bishop takes rook, this is the possible continuation. Then d-pawn promotes to a queen. And bishop can't capture the queen. Bishop is pinned. Check. King to a7. Queen takes bishop. A move for prolonging the game. Bishop takes rook. h5. A move. Black has to play a move. And then queen takes on b7. Checkmate. Actually, this was the one and only possible continuation. There is no other possible scenarios after that position. This is completely losing for black. What a game by Paul Morphy. This is why, after Paul Morphy captured the knight with the rook, Bornemann resigned. And I hope you have enjoyed watching this very beautiful chess game by Paul Morphy. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.